of the FBI from the television series Criminal Minds is a team that works together to try and get into the minds of criminals to prevent and solve major crimes across the country. The BAU is comprised of 7 main agents within this unit who all make notable contributions throughout the various cases that they pursue together. Aaron Hotchner is the unit chief and is the primary leader of this team, and David Rossi is the senior supervisory special agent who is also a figurehead within their unit. Emily Prentice and Dr. Spencer Reed are supervisory special agents who work in the field, and Derek Morgan holds the same position while also being the team's muscle. Jennifer Giroux, also known as JJ, is both the communication liaison and a supervisory special agent who ensures that everyone in the team stays informed, and Penelope Garcia is the team's technical analyst. These characters form a very close and trusting team that works well together and is able to constantly stay on the same mental and strategic path as one another when it comes to preventing and solving crimes.
For our presentation today, we are going to be analyzing the 5 dysfunctions of a team and proving, through analysis and direct clips from the show, how the members of the BAU overcome every dysfunction in the pyramid. The first dysfunction that we will be proving that the BAU overcomes is absence of trust. Inserting themselves in many dangerous situations, the members of the BAU have to trust each other in order to be successful, no matter how difficult that can be. In this clip, Hotch is about to enter the house with the killer inside. Although this is a dangerous move and Morgan is reluctant at first, Rossi ultimately convinces him that they must trust Hotch to be making the right decision.
Die. Hotch! Hotch! Hotch!
What the hell is he doing? Let him go. Rossi, I'm not letting him go in there solo. We have to trust him.
When looking at fear of conflict as a dysfunction, it is evident that the team does not avoid conflict, especially because their job revolves around it. But they also confront conflict within their team and their personal lives head-on, knowing that addressing any problems will be better for the team and their outcomes in the long run. In this scene, we see Spencer Reed and JJ arguing about their personal issues at work, which could potentially affect how they handle their cases and ability to work. However, because they are addressing their issues, it shows that they are comfortable with conflict and do what they can to work out any problems that they and the rest of the team may have. And by talking about their issues, they are avoiding any unnecessary passive aggressiveness that could later result in more problems for the BAU.
Look, we gotta talk about this.
What do we talk about?
I get it, okay? You're disappointed with the way we handled Emily.
Look, I have a lot going on, all right?
You know what I think it is?
What?
You're mad that Hotch and I controlled our micro-expressions at the hospital, and you weren't able to detect our deception.
You think this is about my profiling skills? Jennifer, listen, the only reason you were able to manage my perceptions is because I trusted you. I came to your house for 10 weeks in a row crying over losing a friend, and not once did you have the decency to tell me the truth.
This clip shows Morgan trying to prevent Garcia from going out into the field in order to keep her safe, but Garcia refuses to stay back and playfully disagrees with him.
Your PDA.
Hey, whoa. Where do you think you're going?
I'm going with you.
No, that can't happen. It could be way too dangerous.
Okay, either you let me go with you, or you're going to have to forcibly remove me from the SUV. Your choice.
This argument between Hotchner and Morgan is about Hotchner interfering in Derek's personal life, while truthfully Hotch was just looking out for him. Some of the choices the team has to make can often be extremely difficult and pressing, which sometimes leads to interpersonal conflict that has to be worked out to efficiently solve a case.
Records expunged.
I told you to stay the hell out of my business.
You said you visit the youth center every time you come here.
So what?
Buford says he hasn't spoken to you in years. Why don't you visit the man who made your career possible?
Damn you, Hotch! It is none of your damn business.
The next dysfunction is lack of commitment. All members of the team are committed to each other in both their personal and professional lives by always caring for each other and risking their lives for one another. They are also extremely committed to catching the serial killers and solving their cases. In this scene, the BAU thinks they caught the unsub, but they quickly realize the unsub is standing right in front of them. Morgan saves Rossi's life by shooting the right unsub before she can shoot him.
Dave!
In this scene, Morgan protects Garcia from a serial killer who is targeting her by shooting at him. This shows Morgan's extreme commitment to protecting the lives of his team members.
Garcia! Stay right there. Stay there. Come here. Come here. Come with me. Get in the corner. Get in the corner. Garcia, you listen to me. Take this gun.
I don't believe in guns.
Okay, trust me, they are very real. Take it. All right, you keep your finger off that trigger. If somebody walks through that door, you grab a hold of it and you squeeze. Fire, you hear me?
The next dysfunction is avoidance of accountability. Every member of the BAU shows accountability by being physically and emotionally present during every case. Even Garcia, who prefers staying at the offices in Quantico, is always a phone call away. She shows accountability by being quick to respond and always having the answers that the team needs, even if it is sorting through hundreds of people in a matter of seconds. She meets the team's high standards of investigative work without needing to be in the field.
Eyeballs.
Garcia, you're on speaker.
Comrades, I cross-referenced this John O'Haran with Okie City Animal Stuffers. Turns out he wrote a $250 check as some sort of deposit for Lloyd's Wild Game Shop 6 weeks ago. Now, this place is scant miles from the farm road where our first victim was dumped.
Does Lloyd have a record?
Lloyd Bulford has one recent record from the city, and it is a death certificate.
The last dysfunction is inattention to results. As a whole, the BAU shows that they are attentive to results by following through on all leads, consistently catching the criminals they are looking for, and solving cases. In this clip, Rossi comes to Garcia's house to express his disgust over the fact that a case from 20 years ago has still not been solved. This scene shows how Rossi is consumed by the details and is wanting to solve the case immediately.
It's the 20th anniversary of this crime. 20 years tomorrow, 3 children woke up and found their parents murdered. Whoever did it is still out there. It's time they paid for it.
In this scene, Morgan proves that he is attentive to results by telling the killer that he will be in attendance at all his hearings and parole meetings, and he will ensure that he stays in prison.
I'm 13. I'll see her in 5 years anyway.
Don't count on it. I'm gonna be at every one of your parole hearings, and that's a promise. Now get in the car.
Overall, the BAU is comprised of 7 team members that show trust, conflict resolution, commitment, accountability, and attention to results, which makes them extraordinary. This team has ideal team players that can be used as a model for other teams.
One team, for instance, that is similar and could learn from the BAU is the team of doctors from Grey's Anatomy. In Grey's Anatomy, although the characters have some characteristics of a good team, they are largely dysfunctional.
There is often a lack of trust between interns and residents. Often, they also don't hold themselves accountable for their actions by blaming other doctors for their mistakes.
The Grey's Anatomy team could benefit from the best practices of the BAU, especially because both teams deal with many lives at risk. In general, other teams can learn how to trust by being vulnerable, stay committed to each other by being all in, and be more accountable for their own and each other's actions.
They can also learn to care more about their end results and learn to confront their conflicts directly so the team can grow and become better as a whole. The BAU has its ups and downs, but their ability to overcome all of their dysfunctions is what truly makes them extraordinary. Wait. Guys, we got a case.
Agents out!